Hi, I'm Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes. We are an executive resume writing company, and I'm here to talk to you today about when is the best time to write your executive resume or any level resume for that matter. I get asked that question quite often, but what's prompting me to speak to you about this topic today is not so much because people ask me the question often, but because I get calls all the time for people needing a last minute resume. And frankly, the best time for you to write your resume, executive resume, professional resume at any level, is when you don't need it. Do it before you need it. I weekly get multiple requests via phone, email, LinkedIn messaging saying someone needs a resume really quickly. The reasons are positive and negative. The reasons that I get calls for needing a resume really quick are because someone was just laid off and they didn't see it coming, and they haven't written a resume in 15, 20 years. And now they don't have access to their information from their job about their achievements, about their wins, about their committees they belong to, everything that they've done. They're doing it from memory because they didn't keep wins with them and record them as they went along. And now they don't have access to all the systems that can give them that information. Or someone was laid off and they haven't updated it in the last 5 to 10 years, possibly because they just felt comfortable and secure in their job. A positive reason that I get the last minute request for a resume is because a recruiter called and they saw their person's background on LinkedIn, even scantily, populated with information, but they work at good companies and they have good positions. So they just assumed that they might be interested in for this next level job. And so they figured they'd reach out to speak to them. And the person doesn't have a resume to send, and the recruiter is hoping they can send it by tomorrow or later today. And the person hasn't updated their resume in months, possibly years. And then I get the call like, can you turn that around by tomorrow? And we can't, so, often some of these documents need time, and even rush documents need a little bit of time. It can't usually be done, within 24 hours on a qualitative basis. So the key is to amass your achievements, write them down week to week, month to month, at the minimum, even quarterly at the absolute minimum. Keep track of it. Make sure that you are keeping your document updated. You don't have to be looking for a job to keep an updated executive resume. So, the key is, when is the best time to write your executive or professional level resume? It is before you need it. Do it when you have access to all of your information. Do it while you're still working, and have access to all of your achievements, your wins, your committees that you participate in, the strategy that you participate in, whatever it is that you're doing. Make sure that you have access. You want to do it when you have access. That's the key. So I want to show you how to write your executive resume or your professional resume in my next webinar. So in the description below, you will see that there's a link for you to register for my next How to Write a Resume to Land Interviews webinar. And I hope you can join me, and I hope you can attend. And also, I'm going to ask you to do one other thing besides register for that webinar, which again, the link is in the description. Also, while you're hovering below this screen, I want you to, if I can ask you to subscribe to the channel. I'm putting out videos on a regular basis, and I want to make sure that you're alerted each week when they come out. Again, I'm Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes. We're an executive resume writing firm. And to summarize, in the description, we'll have a link for our How to Write a Resume to Land Interviews webinar registration link that you can sign up for and grab your spot. And I'm also going to ask you to subscribe to our Chameleon Resumes Executive Resume Writing Services channel, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.